Oh! Ah! Why don't you give more milk?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Owen Burris still hasn't recovered from the previous episode, so for Poster Club, I'm Eli Johnson, and you're watching Warm Ones. It's a show with warm questions and even warmer wings. Today, I'm joined by Mr. Savino. He's been teaching at West Seattle High School as the woodshop and CAD design teacher for nearly 12 years. He earned his Bachelor of Fine Arts at the University at Buffalo and earned his master's degree in 3D design at Cranbrook Academy of Art. Before working as a teacher, he was the lead designer/craftsman at Seattle Stair and Design. Mr. Savino, welcome to the show.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
How are you with hot food?
I am, as a resident Buffalonian for most of my life, I have had my share of just absolute pain disguised as food, yes. So I'm okay with it. We'll see how we do.
All right, so first off, we have Supernova Hot Sauce Smoky Chipotle.
Now, just out of curiosity, you guys have the ability to bleep out most of my swearing, correct?
Yeah, if you start swearing, we can bleep it out, yeah. How does this stuff get on there?
With enthusiasm. You gotta smack that. There you go. Like murder. Yes!
There we go.
Cute. Or you can just shake it. Chin chin. Cheers. Cheers your wings.
Cheers. So, Woodshop allows your students to express themselves through craftsmanship and creativity. Throughout all your years of teaching, what is your favorite goofy project that a student has made?
There have been some pretty spectacular things. The grown-up scale sit and spin chair was one. That was a lot of fun. But I think the one that was my favorite was a full-scale My Neighbor Totoro cosplay that somebody built in the wood shop.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty spectacular.
Like, was it like the cat bus?
No, like Totoro.
Oh.
It was like with a big cat suit, cat monster,
Wow.
raccoon, whatever the hell he is. He made a full harness over his shoulders and like almost a halo that supported the whole thing. It was weird. It's like, Savino, can I make this? Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, so next up we have the Los Calientes. We only have a small amount of it left, but probably enough for one dab.
It's not so much the hurt at the beginning, it's the hurt later, right? Try not to down this one too fast here. Chin chin, cheers.
It's getting up there. Aside from being an expert carpenter, you also have an interest in music. Not many people know this, but you also you play bass in a band. How did that start, and how do you feel about the band's progress?
Well, actually, it was music that got me interested in woodworking. When I was in high school, I was in a garage band, regrettably named Riboflavin, largely bad 90s covers. It was not good. And I did not play bass, but my friends, at the time, I did not play bass before I started it. And they're like, hey, we need a bass player. You only need to know how to play like 3 notes. You think you can do it? Okay, sure. So then I got really into playing music. And then when I was a little older and I was in college, I couldn't afford to buy myself a new bass. So I took a basic woodworking class in college and made myself a 5-string fretless bass and just gained this horrible addiction to sawdust too. So I'm just here to fuel my filthy sawdust habit, largely. As for the band, I've been playing with these 2 fine gentlemen, 2 of my dear buddies who are craftsmen in the Seattle area. And we don't play anywhere. We just get together and play at my friend's shop. We've had many iterations of the band's name over the years. The only one that's school appropriate for me to tell you is Metal Fatigue. because it's a bunch of old guys playing largely rock, punk, and metal, but we play other things too.
All right, so here's where it starts to get really intense. Here we have Hellfire Hot Sauce Fiery Fool. This is pretty... This one's... You'd have to be kind of foolish to indulge in this one, so I'm going to just get a nice big glob on there.
Watch, I'm gonna like absolutely fire hose this with... Okay, it's not too bad. Cheers. Everyone, instantly my eyebrows start sweating when I start eating spicy food, so... Whew.
So, with working in the shop for so many years, you're bound to have many memorable moments, for better and for worse. Which moments stood out to you the most and why?
I have better and worse moments. I try not to focus on too many of the negative ones. The stuff that's scary in the wood shop are injuries. We haven't had many. I've got an excellent track record, but it's always scary. Having someone remove a knuckle joint, that was neat. But in terms of memorable moments, honestly, getting to work with incredible, charming, talented, hilarious young people is one of the joys of my job. I love doing what I do. I'm so lucky. The things that my students build are awesome. The year that I made milkshakes in a 5-gallon bucket using the drill press and a cement mixer, that was fun. Very, very, very messy. Don't tell Miss Ferda this, in which case I think she's probably going to find out. But we used to use the large gavel as a way to smash small fruit, like Gallagher style, an old comedy show. We would take that big honkin' mahogany gavel and smash it while wearing my full Carhartt rain suit.
Next up we got Burn After Eating a Hot Sauce by Karma Sauce. Right.
Right, ready? Shall we?
Yep.
Chin chin. Oh, there it is. By cheersing our wings here, I was really just hoping to kind of dump some of the sauce onto yours, but that didn't seem to work.
Yeah.
That one doesn't seem as bad as that guy. Maybe it's...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe it's just because there's nothing left of my taste buds.
This next segment on Worm Ones is called Explain That Graham, where we take a deep dive on some of our guests' most interesting pictures to get them to provide a little more context or clarity. All right, what can you tell me about this picture?
One sec. Milk. I feel my throat closing a little. So every year I try to take a ridiculous photo for a yearbook, and I think of Picture Day as one of my favorite holidays, same as Halloween. For the same reason, I get to dress up and take on a new persona. So this one is, I think we call late 1800s schoolmaster Savino, one of the most eligible bachelors in the town. So yeah, that is one of the best haircuts I think I've had.
Definitely. All right, what can you tell me about this picture?
That is that's my thesis project from grad school when I was at Cranbrook. That's a 350-pound representation of a digital object. Oh my God. So that is a sideways rocking chair, essentially. So I took a normal chair object, and when I was first learning Rhino, and I digitally manipulated that to do different things. Like I'd take the chair, I'd stretch it out in one direction, or I'd bend it around a corner, or I'd twist the legs around digitally. And the intent was I would take this digital object and create the most direct representation of that from the digital to the physical. So I'd use my capabilities as a designer to make the thing, and then my capabilities as a craftsperson to then build it in real life. And so this was the chair that I decided. I had like 50 different chairs, and this is the one I decided to build. And I used basically all kinds of 3D modeling to build this, but then I had the components like, laser cut in plastic to then carve it out with wood using tools like routers or the bandsaw, things like that. So I built that, and it sold for about $2,000, which is good because I didn't need a 350-pound sideways rocking chair in my apartment with my wife. But yeah, thank God somebody bought that.
So what can you tell me about this picture?
It's a windy day in the wood shop. No, I'm never going to take a serious photo. It's not something that's really easy. It's a bane of my wife's existence sometimes, and my children are, similarly built like that. So this was one of my favorite photos that a student had taken of me. One of the doors in the shop has a nice big window, and just kind of doing the smeared face and inflating against the glass. That's I've never looked so good. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, didn't I say that about the last one? Oh, just everything feels like burning. Okay.
All right, so this next one is probably one of the hardest. It's the bomb, Beyond Insanity hot sauce. Lots of Scovilles.
Oh, Jesus.
Go ahead.
Is that you, Grandma? I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't worry. I'll be there soon. Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. It's been a pleasure, sir. See you on the other side, Dr. Bankman. Ooh. There it is. They probably water it down. Oh, can't really hear right this second. I feel my hearing kind of going. There we go.
That'll happen.
Oh, God, the others had flavor. This is just, tastes like burning.
Yeah, this one's pure spice.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Sister Mary Frances. There it is. Okay. Doing good?
Yeah. Okay, so for this next segment, we have a special guest on a video.
Mr. Savino, I have evidence showing that you like to dress your cat up in an infant's onesie. I think the question on everyone's mind is this your reaction to your own children being well beyond the infant stage and you needing to dress something up in children's clothes? Or is there some other reason for dressing your cat, Mrs. Gray, up in children's clothing? Care to explain?
Well, listen, those outfits stopped fitting me a while ago, but I'm trying to get back down to my baby weight, and I'm kind of hoping that, I model it and see if it still looks fashionable with a cat, and if it still looks good, oh God, then I'll consider doing those extra laps, or applying to balm to my inner thigh there, or outer thigh, just any place I'm trying to lose weight. Oh my sweet God. Oh. What? Oh, my eyes are sweating. I'm gonna need a minute. Oh. Yeah, no, she's an over groomer. She'll lick herself to the point where she's bleeding, and it's a way. It's either that or the cone of insanity or the cone of shame. Oh. Ah.
Why don't you give more milk?
That does nothing anymore.
I'm gonna. Oh. That is not okay. Oh. Oh. Where are my glasses? Hold on a sec. That is really bad. Is there ice cream at the end?
No.
This is hard. Okay. I'm just gonna use that as a final. Okay. Okay. I've got a feeling coming back. That's good. Let's do this. I'm okay.
You're fine.
I'm great.
You're gonna be good to go.
I had the tiger, Will of the warrior, arm of the hammer, chip of the cobra.
So for the last hot sauce, we have the last dab. This is supposedly the hottest one, but I don't know how much hotter it can get after that last one.
There's no more milk.
The water's good enough for relief, right?
Nope. Just right in the old eye sockets. Oh, God. Sir, what an absolute, I'd say it's been a pleasure. It has been. It's been absolutely charming, but... Why, that's almost soothing after the bomb there. Where it's... I feel that that's going to probably put the anal and anal G-sick there. That'll be bad.
During your time as an employee of Seattle Stair and Design, you worked on countless staircases, even some for A-list celebrities. Who are the most famous people you worked under, and what was it like knowing your designs would influence them?
Well, the two most famous people that I've gotten to build things for, I got to make a staircase railing, several staircase railings, and porch railings for Oprah Winfrey's house in Maui.
Wow.
Which is like saying, I never met Oprah, but there's like a line of people in place to prevent people like myself from ever meeting Oprah. But I did steal some limes off of her tree in the backyard.
Yeah.
Because all of my drinks needed a little more lime in them, and well, she wasn't eating them at the time. So, but I did get to see, like in O Magazine, there it was, full color spread, all of the stairs that I got to, or the railing that I got to make for her home there, which was pretty cool. The one that was, I think my favorite was I got to make Eddie Vedder's dining room table. And that was the coolest because, like, growing up, Pearl Jam, which, you know, here in Seattle might have been a little more commonplace, but back in Buffalo, it was the most amazing, incredible music of the day at that point. And so he was always a hero of mine. And there he is, and I'm shaking his hand, and I'm trying not to be starstruck or freak out or anything like that. And I built the table. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't get to see it again. I didn't get to install it, but, you know, I got to give it to the contractor and they installed it. But years later, there's a YouTube series called At Ed's House, or Ed's House. I can't remember exactly what it's called. And there's Eddie Vedder recording, or like, you know, writing songs, composing songs, playing on his ukulele at the table that I made. And what he doesn't know was that inside his table, as it's this big sandwich top and bottom table, inside the table are my recipes for eggplant Napoleons, which are deep fried eggplant slices with fresh mozzarella, tomatoes, herb salad, a little balsamic reduction. Delicious. And then also my recipes for ginger beer mojitos. And so that's like kind of a little time capsule in there. If he ever decides to get rid of it, it has to be taken apart in order to get rid of it, and then you find, hopefully, the recipes. It's really cool working for celebrities, but, you know, a lot of the time they're very normal people. They've got normal concerns and things like that. So more than anything, what they have is money.
Here we are at the top of the stairs, Mr. Savino. What a run it's been. Now there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet. We have this camera, that camera, and this camera. Choose whichever one you want, and take a moment to shout out any future events or anything noteworthy.
I think we're all looking forward to the end of a very challenging, but better than last year, school year. But in terms of like my own personal life, anything noteworthy that's happening, I'm looking forward to getting to just spend time with my family, relax. I'm refurbishing a canoe and then taking that somewhere and probably just sitting in the water, fishing and reading a book. And that sounds really nice right now.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Thank you so much, sir.
Yep.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That thing is psychotropic. That is what the